Hey guys, health coach Greg here, and I was thinking just a little bit recently of a couple things. I'm a coach, and I work with people on health and wellness and lifestyle and all those kind of things. And so, a couple of ideas that I came across this week. I work with a number of clients every week, and so there's certain things constantly, working on upgrades and learning and personal development and how to be more proficient as a coach. And one of the things that I came across is the tendency for us to minimize the challenges that we have and just kind of skip over it. And so it looks like this. I'll be talking with a client. I'll say, "So how'd your week go? Did you have any setbacks or any challenges?" And they'll say, "Well, yeah, I cheated this weekend," which I don't really like the word cheating and who you're cheating on. Why would you cheat on you? But I, went off plan, or I struggled, or whatever it might be. And so what I'll say to them is, they'll say, "But it's Tuesday and I'm back on track." And when we don't stop and analyze where the struggle was, nothing changes. And so I used a driving analogy. Let's say you're trying to, you have a car and you live in an area that has lots of weather, and you know how to drive on dry roads really well, wet roads really well, but snow and ice, no go. You don't have the skill sets. And so I say, "So how'd driving go this week?" If I'm your driving coach, "How'd your driving go this week?" "Not so good. I went in the ditch twice." "Well, why?" "Well, because it was icy." "But it's Tuesday and I'm driving great today." And the reality of that is, by Tuesday, all the ice melted and you're driving just fine. But what that does, if we don't go back and think about, well, how did you get in the ditch this weekend? Well, you got in the ditch because it was icy and you don't know how to drive in ice. Let's build you the skill set of driving in the ice. And so I know with our kids, we used to go to a parking lot and we would basically be teaching them how to slide around. And it's fun to learn. It's fun to slide around. And then when there is ice, they have some familiarity with it. So think about that as you're thinking about your own health and blind spots. You might have a blind spot where you don't realize that the reason why you're struggling is because you lack a skill, just like the driving skill analogy. And if you want to be able to drive in all conditions, then you need to learn, build those skill sets. Might require some tools as well. You might need, chains or snow tires or studded tires. So think about that as you're going through your progression of working on your goals. When there's times when you struggle, it's realized that it's not because you suck as a human. It's because you haven't acquired a skill yet. And when you acquire that skill, you won't suck there. You can become proficient. And so when it comes to driving, I think it makes sense. But when it comes to eating and social environments, or getting off of work and being exhausted so you don't do your exercise routine, or late night eating, or any one of those kinds of things. You go out with friends and you can't help but, eat the French fries or have an alcoholic drink or whatever. Those are all a lack of skill sets or competencies or possibly tools that are necessary for you to live in a healthy body. And so don't minimize those things, but analyze those things. And if you'd like more help or want to talk more about this, happy to chat with you. I do full-time health coaching. Really, it's teaching people what we call the optimal way coaching. So it's the way, or a way, to be able to slowly make progression for lifelong transformation. And so if that's something that you're interested in, or you're interested in learning about that, like I would like to build the skill sets to be able to help people and coach people through situations like that, that's what we do. So whether it's personal health or whether it's personal health that's then translated into others' health, hit me up, www.craveoptimalhealth.com. blindspots.com. Looking forward to working with you, and you have an awesome day. Hope this helps and is a benefit.